In today's episode, we travel the world with a Triton alum, and we hear from a local archery expert who's coached Olympians. We also celebrate a basketball shot that was a long time in the making. All that and more today on VTV.
Julia Hartman graduated from Triton in 2016. While attending Stonehill College, she had the opportunity to take a semester abroad and travel around Europe.
That experience is becoming more common for students these days as international travel is easier and safer than ever. The world is beginning to feel like a much smaller place.
Today, me, Amanda, Gina, and Abby are flying to Florence, Italy, and we're spending a whole 4 months there.
We're excited, and it's real, and it's happening, and we're studying, and we need water, and this is just the beginning.
The world is feeling like a smaller place these days as more and more students are traveling abroad to expand their horizons and learn about foreign cultures.
I have actually been to Italy, Germany, France, Spain, Luxembourg, Croatia, Ireland, England, Greece, and Morocco. So I am traveling so much because it's so easy to get from one place to another here. Think of it as you're going from Massachusetts to New Hampshire. You can easily hop the border and go right to France and like any other country here. So why not take the chance while I am very close to all the different countries to go to all those different countries.
Traveling may seem frustrating when it comes to finding cheap flights and places to stay.
Some best airlines in Europe and cheap are EasyJet and Ryanair. There's many other flight airlines, obviously, but those are the most cheapest, and those are what we use a lot to get around. Some cheap places to stay are definitely Airbnbs, especially if you're going with a group of people, because you can easily split the price, and they're usually much, much cheaper than hotels. And they are safe and reliable, and you get to message the person beforehand, and they give you a bunch of information about the country and place that you're going to as well.
Many people travel to different countries to be enlightened about the world around them and witness the similarities and the differences.
I have learned that Italians are very slow-paced and laid back. It's more a relaxed style here, way of living here, and America is usually go, go, go. Understanding like the different sides of the roads that people drive on. They drive on the opposite side of the road, and the driver's side is on the other, is on the right side. So like it took a little bit of getting used to. Any tips for people who want to travel is to do it. Just don't be afraid and just do it, because it is kind of scary at first, but once you come and you're going to all these different countries and you're seeing all the different cultures, it's definitely worth the hassle of going through all of the planning and everything.
It is suggested to take the opportunity while you are young to travel the world and have the best experience while doing so.
When you think of Salisbury, you might think of the beach, or the rail trail, or even the music hall. You probably don't think of Salisbury as a training ground for future Olympians.
Big Al's Archer's Paradise is located on Bridge Road in Salisbury. Inside, you'll find a 20-yard archery range where members of the Junior Olympic Archery Development Team practice their skills.
Triton 8th grader Sophia Latham is a member of that team, and she produced this next story about her coach.
Hi, my name is Leroy Legg, and I'm a national archery coach. I have been coaching now for almost 45 years. I became a national coach about 20 years ago, and then a certified national coach, working with on the Olympic level and training people up to national championships. I had a blunt impact injury in a theater accident in 2003. I had two people fall off a 16-foot ladder, and I was badly injured. Literally, they punched me through a half-inch plywood floor. And because of that injury, several years later, I was in a tournament, and I was about 4 ends from the end of the tournament, and something gave way in my mid-back. And I was training myself again how to shoot left-handed. But that's how I dealt with it. You know, I didn't give up on my sport. I didn't give up on it, my activity, and you know, let it get me down. First quality, I would say, is be patient.
At least you hit the target, son!
Oh, that's attractive.
You know, instant gratification isn't a real thing. When it comes to physical activity, you have to have patience, you have to have determination, you have to have focus, and you have to have a sense of rhythm and timing. Well, I try to teach several ways of doing the same thing for the same effect and find out what's most comfortable for my student. But what I've learned is there's no one way. There's always another way to make it work. It's very important to have a process in your in everyday things. When you're trying to be excellent at anything, you really need to focus on what makes excellence. You have a process that you have to go through to make it work. And one of the things in archery has taught me is that you have to pay attention to history, your own body, and your own brain. The most important thing is just being confident. Learning that they don't have to be part of a big team to get ahead or win. Not everybody's set up for that. Young people that are shy and kind of introverted and not really confident in themselves come in and start shooting. And the thing that archery does is it actually is one of the most positive feedback activities that a person can do. You will continually improve as you practice the sport. And what it's given me, generally speaking, is a lot more focus, a lot more ability to be a problem solver, and really a situational awareness around me. So that's all I got for now.
What lengths would you go to have the guy or girl of your dreams fall in love with you? Watch this. The Triton boys varsity basketball team just finished up a successful season that took them to the state tournament for only the second time in 20 years.
Evan Colbert is the emotional leader on that team, and on senior night, Evan got to celebrate his final home game in front of a huge crowd in a way he'd only dreamt about. Here's Abby and Naomi with that story.
Recently, senior Evan Colbert achieved his goal by playing for the varsity basketball team and scoring points.
Evan has been putting in lots of work to get to this point, and everyone in the stands and his teammates were impressed by his skills in this past senior night.
Now please welcome to the court number 23, Evan Colbert. Evan is escorted at center court by his parents, Kelly and Kurt Colbert.
My goals was to try to help us make the tournament this year. Just mentally, just after the game, just if we win, just being in the best mood ever, and then just go to practice and so they'll do really good in practice. So
everyone was really excited for him. He's been waiting for this moment all season, and he conquered his goal. And he scored in the high school game. It was really great.
Evan has been a part of the basketball program here for the last 3 seasons, and Evan also plans to attend college next year.
It was one of the most excited I've ever seen the guys playing, because he's been a part of this program for so long, and we're just really happy for him to see him score.
Gets a rebound though, put it up again. Yeah, here we go. That is awesome. That is the most fantastic thing in this game. Standing ovation for that kid. That is just the best thing. Absolutely the best thing. He doesn't even look happy. I think he's like overwhelmed.
I felt really good after that shot. I just didn't want to be like super excited, so I just smiled and just looked at the crowd, and my mind was just blown away.
I mean, that was one of the funnest experiences I've ever had on a basketball court. I mean, E-Money's shot says it all. I mean, we're so proud of him. He's been a part of this program for so long, and just so proud of these guys and just everything we've gone through in 4 years. And, what a way to end it,
Real huge credit. There's the chant for him. That is just awesome.
We finished up today with a short film produced by John Riley, starring Sophia Malhoy, about a man who meets a mysterious girl while visiting his mother's grave. Here's Faded Willow.
Wow, still here, just like I remember it. Sorry, I didn't know there was anyone else here. Are your parents here too? You probably shouldn't be.
They're over there, in the other yard. I just come here to pick these flowers.
Oh, they're nice. I think they're called snowbread or sobread or something.
I call them friend flowers because they grow on that tombstone over there every year. It says the boy that died was named Fred Spencer. He died when he was a baby.
Kind of a strange name.
I think it's pretty.
You live in the village here?
Yeah.
When I was younger, I'd meet a girl here. She'd want to pick flowers, but I'd be too busy finding sticks for sword fighting. I haven't seen her in forever, and I don't know what happened to her.
Why did you leave?
Huh? Oh, my parents divorced. I went to go live with my dad, and, it's only so long before you realize that you can't just go around collecting sticks to go sword fight, and you have to realize that life kind of kicks in. I'm gonna leave you to your flowers.
You said you'd be back tomorrow, Tom. It took you 20 years.
Willow?
Thanks for taking time out of your day to watch our show.
Until next time, I'm Alexia.
And I'm Jace.
Toodles. Test, test.
Kuna Matata.
Triton 8th grader Sophia, how do you say that? Latham.
I thought you were going to say Lathrop for a second. I was like, wait a minute.
The Triton boys varsity basketball team just finished up a successful season that took them to the state tournament.
Short film produced by John Riley starring Sophia Malhoit.
Until next time, I'm Alexia.
And I'm Danny Phantom. We're killing it.
Oh.
Saucy.